Because of immigration enforcement actions taking place on college campuses, student newspapers are now getting requests from sources to take down articles or remove their names or blur faces. In some cases, even the student journalists themselves are asking to leave their bylines off of stories because of safety concerns. Citing the arrest of Rumeysa Öztürk, a doctoral student from Turkey who was targeted for co-writing this op-ed criticizing Tufts University's response to the Israel-Gaza war, organizations that represent student media interests advise student journalists to seriously consider these takedown requests, even though they go against traditional journalism principles. What we are suggesting today stands in opposition to how many of us as journalism educators have taught and advised our students over the years. This is a real-time lesson in news literacy. Student newspapers are important historical records, so removing articles or scrubbing someone's name from an already published article is by no means a standard practice. It runs counter to important journalism standards like transparency, but as the alert states, ethical journalism demands that we minimize harm. Student journalists are often on the front lines when it comes to press freedom. They're tackling important stories, but typically with more financial limitations and fewer legal resources than journalists in mainstream newsrooms. And the stakes aren't just academic. Outcomes from cases like this can set precedents that affect not just student media, but broader press freedoms. As always, comment your thoughts and follow along for more news and media literacy. And teachers, if you're wanting to do more around the importance of press freedoms, I really like this activity in our Daily Do Now slides. You can have students imagine that they are an editor faced with the same dilemma, have them think about whether they would grant the request and how they would explain the decision to their audience. NLP's Daily Do Now slides are updated every Friday throughout the school year. They're a great way to get in some news literacy when you're short on time. You can find them in our resource library.